You guys, I'm up here. Look up on the roof, up here. There you go. All right guys, that brings us to the end of week number 3 here in Charleys Transformation Factory, November. And as you can see, I'm still here in beautiful Costa Rica. Beautiful as always. And one of the things that brought me out here was that one of our CTF members back in October had made a goal for himself that he wanted to lose 10 pounds. But rather than lose 10 pounds, he ended up gaining 10 pounds. So rather than become dejected or discouraged, he took extreme and focused action and actually had me come out here to help him make sure that this month's goals got met. So CTF, I'd love to introduce you to Mike. Now, Mike has a large lust for life. He likes to throw big parties. He enjoys opening big restaurants and buying big houses. And along with that, he has a really big heart. In doing all those things as big as he does, he realizes that now is the time to really focus in and buckle in on his health, which is where we come in.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm from Southern California. Been down here in Costa Rica for a little over 18 years now. When I grew up, it was tough. You know, I lived in a middle class kind of town, but we were definitely on the lower end of that. My mom was working 3 jobs. We used to get free meals from school because our family had such a low income level. So, you know, I think that's one of those things that always motivated me. I didn't want to have that same experience for my kids if I ever have them. Well, I really consider myself a food addict. You know, I would guess that it has something to do with my childhood and maybe not being able to have whatever I wanted. And so now I kind of have this feeling like, you know, something's on the plate, I got to finish it. I mean, it's probably the thing that I'm most passionate about in my life, and that's why I've opened up restaurants. Unfortunately, I think I've got an addiction and I have a really hard time controlling myself. And you know, that's where Charles comes in. I need some help. You know, my goal for this month was to lose 16 pounds. At this point, you know, we're 3 weeks in and I've lost about 8 pounds. You know, so I've got about 8 more to go. You know, Charles unfortunately abandoned me for a week because he got a big job at NBC, so he had to fly back to the States, and I was bad while he was gone, and so it definitely curbed my potential success for the month. But I'm ready to hit it hard, you know, over the next 8 days of the month, and hopefully I can lose, you know, at least another 5 pounds. The key is trying to change my habits and my lifestyle and not just be on a diet. And so, you know, for me, it's about finding that balance, which has been so hard for me to find, because it's either extreme dieting or extreme eating, and never really any middle ground. And so I really need to work on, that's kind of my goal, is to work on finding that balance and finding that moderation, which has never been a word that's been used often in my vocabulary.
All right, teams, like Mike just said, it's not about extreme dieting or losing as much weight as possible in a short amount of time, because far too often that's just not sustainable. So my intention here with this final short amount of time that I have here in Costa Rica is to just leave Mike with healthier lifestyle choices that he can make on a day-to-day basis. So with everybody at home, if something you have is working for you, I'm going to be actually video blogging the rest of my time here on a daily basis. So just let me know what you have that's working at home. If you see something that we're doing here in Costa Rica that can be, you know, improved upon, by all means, let us know. And let's leave Mike in a far healthier place than when we found him here in the beginning of November. So let's do it, team. It's going to be a fantastic final week here in November, and I'm looking forward to just hitting them hard and getting it done. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the forums and hopefully even sooner in real life. Good night.